News, a service of Barong Insurance Agency. Several housing developments in the city of Weatherford. That's our big story for 7:30. I'm John Matthews. Weatherford Mayor Mike Brown says there is a housing boom in the city.
We've got two plants. There's going to be 60-plus new homes built on the south side as well as the north side of town. South side being on the south of I-40. There's about 15 homes that are starting over there. Then on the north end of town up by Lauder, going to be 60-plus. It'll be started up there.
Brown says the structures are being referred to as affordable homes. He says the homes on the south side are already under construction. Clinton City officials discussed the upcoming budget. Kyra Huckabee has more.
The Clinton City Council yesterday held a public hearing regarding the budget for fiscal year 2027. City Treasurer Deborah Blanchard highlighted one of the big capital items, which includes infrastructure improvements.
Our Public Works Authority does have a big project that is built into this budget. We got the funding through Oklahoma Water Resources Board to do this sewer project. So that does show in our estimated uses for next year. It was $5 million, $4.8 million. That's showing in our wastewater part of our budget that we're spending that much for that purpose. So that would have caused a big increase in the Public Works Authority.
City officials anticipate that the council will formally adopt the budget at the next meeting. I'm Kyra Huckabee for Right Radio News.
Thank you, Kyra. District 1 Custer County Commissioner Wade Anders shared road repair projects in the district planned for this week with county commissioners.
We've got 2 miles right down here just north and east of Clinton that we're going to try to get done because there's a lot of traffic through there.
Anders says the road work will be on North 2260 Road this week, weather permitting. Elk City Police is requesting assistance from the public in identifying and locating individuals involved in a shooting that occurred in the area of Panel in the early morning hours between Friday, May 29th, and Saturday, May 30th. Investigators are seeking any information that may assist in the case, including photographs, video footage, surveillance recordings, or eyewitness accounts from the area during that time. Anyone with information is urged to contact the Elk City Police Department. One person was injured in a Beckham County accident yesterday on State Highway 6, just west of State Highway 66. The Oklahoma Highway Patrol says 86-year-old Bobby Armstrong of the state of Alabama was injured when the vehicle he was driving failed to negotiate a curve, departed the road, and overturned. We'll have more news coming up next.
I'm talking to Michael Barong of Barong Insurance. Michael, tell me a little bit about why you think people should do business with Barong Insurance.
We've been in the community for 75 years, and we don't plan on going anywhere. I think that history and being rooted in the community really helps in how you approach taking care of, your customers. So you want to do right by them, not for the short term, but for the long term.
For all types of insurance, it's Barong Insurance, the agency service-built. Barong Insurance.
Southwestern Oklahoma State University President Dr. Joel Kindle recently discussed upcoming plans this summer for the third floor of the Chemistry Pharmacy Physics building on the Weatherford campus.
What we're planning is for our Allied Health Department, which is a growing department, to move into that when pharmacy moves out. So that's going to be a slow move over there. They're currently housed mainly in the old science building, but then also kind of scattered throughout the campus because they've outgrown their size. And so old science right now is really cramped. This is going to be good not only for Allied Health, but also for the departments that are housed in old science because they'll be able to breathe and expand too.
Dr. Kendall says the College of Pharmacy faculty has begun moving into the Jerry and Margaret Hodge Center for Pharmacy and Rural Health to prepare for classes to begin in the building this fall. During a recent Weatherford Regional Hospital Board of Trustees meeting, Chief Executive Officer Darren Farrell discussed efforts to repeal Medicaid expansion.
Medicaid expansion that was passed a few years back. There was a big move, really first voiced by the governor to repeal it. It was put in place by a state question. When it was passed by the voters, it went into the Oklahoma Constitution. Push this time was to put it back to the voters to pull it out of the Constitution. So there was lots of discussion going on. There were a couple of different bills.
Farrell says no bills passed during the recent legislative session, and there will be no state questions this year regarding the repeal of Medicaid expansion. Clinton Chamber of Commerce President Julie Caldwell says this year's Clinton Route 66 Festival is shaping up to be one of the biggest celebrations yet.
Last year, we brought back the Route 66 Festival. We haven't had it since 2019. We brought it back last year, and we had almost 90 cars, so I'm hoping to double that this year.
The event's being called Clinton Century Lap on Route 66, and it'll be held Saturday, September 5th. Here's state news of the Radio Oklahoma Network.
News from the Radio Oklahoma News Network. I'm Ann Roberts. State Attorney General Gettner Drummond has filed a petition to block a proposed aluminum smelter in Inola. Drummond says Emeritus Global Aluminum, based in the United Arab Emirates, holds a 60% controlling stake in the project, while a U.S.-based aluminum company owns the remaining 40%. Drummond says he is concerned about hazardous waste and the strain the plant could place on the power grid. Governor Kevin Stitt, however, says the facility could become one of the largest economic development projects in Oklahoma history. A surprising uptick in enrollment at the University of Oklahoma's College of Education. This is at a time when there is a severe teacher shortage and there has been a decline in enrollment at most public colleges. Dr. Stacy Reeder, who is the dean of the College of Education, says the state, community, and society needs wonderful teachers. From the Radio Oklahoma News Network, I'm Ann Roberts.
News at 7:30. A service, a Barong Insurance Agency. Coming up next, we'll look at local funeral notices after word from Lee Hometown Funeral Home.
When you lose a loved one, it's important to have someone who's compassionate, understanding, and personal. Brandon Lee with Lee's Hometown Funeral Home in Clinton is dedicated to honoring your loved ones with heartfelt service. His goal is to create meaningful tributes that celebrate lives while guiding you with every step of the final process. Whether it's a traditional service, cremation, or pre-planning, if you have already purchased a funeral plan elsewhere, they will honor it as if it was their own. At Lee Hometown Funeral Home, they continue the tradition of caring and personal service. Please visit today to experience the difference.
Graveside services for 94-year-old Julia Ann Rogers, Franz, will be held today at 11 o'clock at the Liberty Cemetery in Fay. Services under the direction of Lockstone Funeral Home in Thomas. Memorial services for 66-year-old Daniel Ethan Gilliland will be held today at 11 o'clock at the Nazarene Church in Watauga. He established and operated Dan's Lock Shop in Watauga. Services under the direction of Turner Funeral Home in Hinton and Gary. Graveside services for 54-year-old Robin Leanne Crandall Mayfield will be held today at 2 o'clock at the Lone Oak Cemetery in Sayre. Services under the direction of Martin Duggar Funeral Home and cremation services in Elk City. Graveside services for 97-year-old Iona Mae Betch will be held today at 2 o'clock at the Longview Cemetery in Cordell. Services under the direction of Turner Funeral Home in Hinton. Today's funeral notice is a service of Brandon Lee at Lee Hometown Funeral Home in Clinton.